Hi, John here. This is my first video on my new channel, Part-Time Farming. I'm gonna come at you from a perspective of somebody who's got a full-time job and is doing farming for money on the side or in your spare time. So I want to tell you a little bit about what it takes to do that and some of the challenges that you might encounter and some of the things that you might need. So first of all, the most important thing I think you need to ask yourself is, how much do you like farming? How much do you like the food community? How much do you like this organic movement? This is definitely a great time to be doing this, especially with the coronavirus. We've been really busy. People are buying our stuff up before I can even get it out of the ground. But if you're doing this for money, you're not gonna stick with it. This isn't about money. You have to be passionate about this. I wouldn't even recommend this if you think it's just a money-making scheme. It ain't gonna happen. So that's the thing I think you should ask yourself first. How much are you into this? How much do you really enjoy feeding your community, growing good produce, healthy produce, being able to feed yourself and your family really good produce. For me, that's something, it encompasses my whole life. Even though I have another job, I got to pay the bills, and I have a good job that I like. I've definitely asked to sit down and really think about how much you want to do this. The second thing is, you probably want to look into getting a greenhouse. That's like a large upfront cost. I think you can get a 100-foot hoop house from Farmer's Friend for like $2,500 or so if you're getting a one for a snow area, where I'm in a snow area. I haven't bought one yet, but I've been looking into it because this one I bought a year ago, and it's really, really been a game changer for me. We're in our third season, and I bought this last season, and it really allows you to get going early. Right now it's like the 15th of May, and we've been selling all through April, and last week we had snow here on Saturday. It's been cold. This spring has just been non-existent. It's just been really cold, and this allowed me to have enough stuff to sell. And we just sell out. Like I said, people are looking for stuff. I don't know if the stores are shorthanded on produce or what's going on, but I think this is going to be a good thing for the future. I think a lot of these small farms like this are going to be pretty profitable pretty soon. So if you can, get yourself a greenhouse to get going, you're going to be that much farther ahead. In Connecticut, here on the shoreline, we don't get farmers markets going until around mid-June or so, because nobody has anything. So if you can beat the rush and get stuff out, people will come looking for you, and that's a big step. Another thing you can consider, I would definitely think about where you're going to be doing this. You want to make sure that you're in a good location. If you're somewhere in the woods, if you're remote, chances are people aren't going to drive out there. And unless you establish yourself and get a name and a following, certainly people would come out there, but it's going to be really tough. If you're in that situation, you might want to look at restaurants. If you live in a good area that has like farm to table restaurants, or some grocery stores that cater to small farms, that's going to be your consideration. So finding a market stream, that's basically what I'm saying here, is make sure you have some place to sell. You don't want to grow a whole ton of food and have nowhere to put it. And when I started out, I kind of had that a little bit. I gave it to the local food bank, didn't throw it away, but I just planted more than I was ready for. Now this year we're getting a name for ourselves, and it's coming around. So you're going to build in steps, at the same pace that your customers are going to be demanding stuff from you. So I think it's a little better to have a little more then you can always take it home and eat it yourself, or give it to friends or whatever, or a food bank. So that's another consideration. If you want to do this on your own property, ask yourself, is there a lot of traffic here? What sort of property do you have to sustain a farm? Do you want to lease property? Some people do that. Some people will, either pay or give vegetables to somebody that has land enough to do this. And you'll see Curtis Stone doing that. He's a great person to watch. Market gardener. He puts out a lot of videos that are very helpful. So yeah, that's another big thing to think about if you're going to do this. We're on a busy road here. I don't have to go anywhere. People come to me. There's a junior high school, a Stop and Shop that direction, like 10 buildings down. It's a very good location with lots of traffic. So we've been fortunate there. The last consideration, at least for now, is you probably want, if this is not going to be at your house, like say you're going to lease some land or you're going to do this at a buddy's house or whatever, make sure that you don't have to drive a half an hour to get there and then a half an hour home, because you're going to get tired in the summer after work or whatever, and you're going to say, screw it, and then weeds are going to get out of control, and you're going to, things are going to grow too large, but you're not going to want to go there. You get tired some days. And I do myself, but at least I can stop here on the way home. It's really close to my house, and it's if I need to water something, I can do that. If I'm really tired, just do the bare minimum. It's not a big deal, but I'm usually here every day because I love it. I love what I'm doing, and I'm really passionate about providing this food for the community. I hope you guys will start up a farm and feed your community and see what it feels like, because this I'm just an average guy, and I just said, hey, this is what I'm going to do. If I can do it, you guys certainly, anybody can do it if I can do it. And I'll just tell you that much right there, because I'm nothing special. I just have land available. I don't live on the property, but this was an inheritance house, and we're turning it into a farm. So hopefully you got a little bit out of that, and that'll help you make some decisions. And yeah, good talking to you. Please subscribe, and I'll have some more videos on all sorts of tools and things that show you a little bit more about what I'm doing. Thanks for watching.